Hi Libra, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another You versus Them. Libra, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Libra, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back, all my subscribers, and welcome in newcomers. Libra spirit. Alright, newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center, I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Libra, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, this is going to be person A here, and this is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, I have the Four of Wands in reverse. So somebody feels their dream of a happily ever after is over, or their connection with a soulmate is over, their person is not talking to them anymore, they've shut the door on me, they're very disappointed. Very disappointed, they feel their person is out there, they must be getting a lot of attention, they're very happy without me, having a passionate brand new beginning elsewhere. The other person says, no, I got to know some truth about them and they never even apologized to me. They never came towards me with any kind of a love offer or an apology. I've stopped just waiting for them because I realized maybe they never loved me in the first place. So the tower happened, I allowed it to fall, and all I got from them was a major heartbreak. That's it. So, of course, I could be wrong. I'm going to clarify all these cards for you. But before that, let's start let's start with asking the universe, Spirit, what's going on with Libra and their person? Why are they both feeling this way currently? Libra and their person, Spirit. Libra and their person, one by one, please. Libra and their person, Spirit. One more. All right. The first card here, Libra says, new love, developing new feelings. Second card says, surrender, letting an old cycle end so that a new cycle can begin. Okay, third one says creativity. This connection inspires creative action. So maybe now somebody is moving on to new love, I don't know, surrendering and saying, you know what, this connection never worked out. It's time for me to now give my love to somebody new. And that's what the other person is also realizing, and they're not happy about that. Okay, so let's also see what Libra, if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then I'll clarify the rest. Libra and their person, Spirit. Libra and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Libra and their person, Spirit. If they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Libra and their person, Spirit. Libra and their person. All right, let's take a few more from another deck. Libra and their person, Spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Libra and their person, Spirit. All right, we'll take a few more Libra from a third deck as well, and then we'll start the reading. Libra and their person, Spirit, if they could say something to each other now. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Libra, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, if only you knew what I've been through to be at your side. Do you really know the sacrifices I have made? It hurts like hell when you push me away, when all I do is fight for you and our love. Your ego is effing irritating me. Can't you see the value I would add to your life? If only you would just let me in. We could be a strong power couple. I realized I can't run from you because you're deep within me. We are one and eternally connected. When I run, I'm actually running from myself when you've shown me in the mirror the reflection of what I don't like about myself and what I must heal. You check all my boxes. How can that be possible? I honestly don't think anyone will love you more than I did. Just saying. I need more time to figure things out as I'm ending my karmic cycles. Your energy really heals me. I want to be honest and transparent with you. I'm sorry for the way I treated you before. I'm ashamed of it. I don't care what my family or anyone else has to say. I want you and nobody else. You deserve to be loved. You are very special. I get defensive when I feel you're getting too close for comfort. Alright, so these were some of your messages, Libra. If these were resonating with your storyline, let's start the reading. Let's focus first on this side, who I'll be addressing as person A. And Libra newcomers, please know that I'm not guessing which side you're on, because I could be dealing with two Libras. For me, this is person A, this is person B. If you've been resonating till now, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on, who this person is for you in your life. And yes, it can be a love interest, spouse, ex, secret crush, could even be a business partner, relative, best friend, maybe a co-worker. So please use your own judgment. It is a general reading. All right, so person A, let's start with you first. How are you feeling right now? What's the Eight of Wands in reverse? What's the Eight of Wands in reverse? I think, okay, so person A is the one. Person A is the one who says, you know what, this was not true love. I don't want to talk to them anymore. I'm going after my own happiness. I don't want to be stressed. I don't want to have sleepless nights, stress, tension. I'm closing the door. Yeah, I think person A is the one who's gone silent on this connection and saying, if they don't love me, if they're never going to give me a cup of love, then I don't need to talk to them or, stay stressed on this connection anymore. It's time to close this chapter once and for all. Yeah, because I think person A is, instead of focusing on, waiting for a message from them or messaging them, I think they're focusing more on their work, or maybe interacting with new people, because they have realized that there is nothing to look forward to in this connection. So they are putting the wheels, they're putting a spoke on that wheel and saying, this is not going anywhere. I'm more focused on what makes me happy now. Maybe I'm going to move on and find a new soulmate for myself. Why do you feel this way, person A? Person A says, because I've been very disappointed in this connection. Seven of Pentacles. I was putting in a lot of time, energy, effort, but they never did. And then I realized that maybe this was not the right partner for me. Maybe they just wanted passion with me. They just wanted to have a fun time with me. There was something wrong with this connection which seemed a bit toxic. So I realized that I have to give up on this. I released this connection because it was getting toxic. So yeah, person A says, no, this can't be my soulmate. This can't be my soulmate where I'm putting in all that energy, all that effort, and they're still treating me like a friend or a friends with benefits, or they're putting me in a third party. So I think person A is the one who's putting a full stop on this connection because they were very disappointed. Very, very disappointed, and saying, I'm not going to waste time communicating or talking to somebody where I already know this is not going to go the long haul. So I think person A is very focused on their own happiness right now. Nine cups. They are filling their own cups. They are, moving towards their own happiness. Here again, I have the Nine of Cups. So they are not waiting around for anyone who can bring any instability into their life. No longer messaging, no longer waiting for a love offer. It's like, I don't trust them anymore. So I've cut this person out of my life. Yes, I was angry with them, and I decided it's not good for me to stay stuck in a situation where I'm being breadcrumbed. Right? So I think person A is more focused on their Nine Cups now. Tell me about the Nine Cups. What are the Nine Cups that you're feeling? Nine Cups. Yeah, person A says, I'm done. I'm done with trying to fight for their attention or fight for their attention or, be in competition with other people. This was getting a bit overwhelming. I need my happiness too. So right now, I think, person A says, I'm moving towards making my own dreams and wishes come true. I'm moving towards my own happiness now. I'm following my own passions at this time. So how do you see this connection then? Person B, how do you see person B? How do you feel about this connection right now, person A? Person A says, I've already told you that maybe you guys had an argument or a fight or something. Maybe there was some communication in the past where maybe person A figured out that the other person was only wanting passion and nothing else, and they refused to make a choice. So, or maybe person A is the one who made a choice after they found out some information about the other person who was unwilling to make a choice or choose them and stop treating them like an option. So that's when I think person A realized that I would rather focus on, putting in energy, effort into my own life rather than be a fool and wait for a new beginning from somebody who's always creating chaos for me. There's always some rift, or there are people around or people in their ear, or, they're creating arguments or fights or breadcrumbing me. They're doing all that because they're not ready for, a long-term commitment or a partnership. Person X feels that this connection was going backwards instead of moving forward. And right now they're telling me, yeah, I was dealing with a bit of a narcissist who was, wanting to control things. They always wanted their way or the highway. It was, they were the boss and they could decide what would happen when. And I caught them in a lie. I realized that this person was just being selfish and self-centered, only thinking about themselves. They were delaying things because they were actually not a true, grown person. I mean, this person was pretending to be somebody they were not, very egoistic, very prideful, and they just were very stubborn and egoistic. They were pretending to give a persona which they were not capable of doing. Okay, so what action person A will finally take, I will open later, Libra. Let's go to the other side, see how person B is feeling, and then we'll do the action cards together. So person B, how are you feeling then currently? In your feelings, emotions, I see the moon card in reverse. Yeah, they know that some of their secrets have been revealed now, and they're quite depressed about that. This person is feeling very unstable right now. They don't know what to say, what message to send. They feel some of their secrets got revealed. Things have come to a stagnant halt. I mean, Chariot is in reverse. This person feels very depressed at this time because they know whatever came out about them has made the other person cut them out of their life. They know that person A is very upset, very angry with them and not stuck on them anymore. And they even know now that they caused person A to feel abandoned maybe, or left behind, or left out, or didn't give attention. Now that they're thinking about it, I think they are now recognizing that what I did, even I wouldn't have forgiven myself. How can I expect any forgiveness from them? So, Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they feel they are in awe of person A, who they feel is no longer chasing them. They are the best of the best. Look at the way they've handled the situation. They haven't, they are in high regard for person A, and they feel very small right now. They feel, with what face am I going to go and apologize to them about the tower that I created? Maybe this person was trying to see what else is out there, or they turned their back, or they never offered commitment. Something they did which they know was very, very disrespecting to a person as valuable as person A. So then tell me, why do you feel this way, person B? Person B says Four of Swords in reverse. Because right now I'm very depressed. I want to put in the work, but I don't know how. Because they feel that they look like a loser now if they go back and say, hey, I want to work on this again. Maybe they'll look foolish now if they go and say, can I have a second chance with you? I'll be seen as a liar. They're very depressed because they feel that they were given a cup of love on their lap and they just dumped it, or they did accept it. Now they feel they've lost it. Ace of Cups. Yeah, they feel the person who they disrespected may not even want them back anymore. They disrespected person A, never gave an offer, never gave a cup of love. The love that was being offered, they never respected that. And now they feel that the other person has stopped waiting for them. They've probably chosen another direction. They don't look stuck on me anymore. They look angry to me. They've cut me out of their life. All these thoughts are making person B very depressed and very sad. Mainly, I think, because person A has stopped communicating with person B. They're no longer receiving those messages from person A. So it's making them feel even more unstable, more depressed. more stuck. Okay, so how do you see the connection currently then? How do you see person A? How do you feel about this connection right now as I'm doing the reading, person B? Tower in reverse. What's the tower in reverse? Yeah, they feel they lost out. They feel even if they go and try and ask for a second chance, if they do try and rebuild, they are bound to be rejected. They're bound to be rejected. Their offer will not be accepted anymore. Somewhere they feel that the other person doesn't see them as a soulmate or has given up on them or released them. They feel even if I was to go and try, to give them an offer or try and rebuild, they've already given up on me, and that would be really embarrassing and shameful, or, their ego would be hurt because somewhere they feel hopeless. As much as they do want to come back, I mean, this person definitely wants to come back, but they are fearful of hearing that, oh, it's too late, after what you did, I turned my back, I found myself a new Two of Cups, I have already healed my own broken heart. You didn't do right by me. So they feel very depressed because they know that if they hear that, it will hurt them now. Now they are the ones suffering with a broken heart, or they will if they ask for a second chance. In case they hear that person is in a passionate new connection or talking to somebody else already. Right? So I think person B doesn't have the courage to face person A. In case person A says, yeah, I'm exhausted of you, tired of you, I've given up on you. I mean, I have somebody so much better than you, somebody who actually was there for me. I've manifested a brand new soulmate for myself. So all these thoughts are scaring them. And also they will be called a player who's back for some more fun. They feel they'll be shut down immediately. It's almost like they feel they're getting some bad karma now. Or they will. Alright, so let's see what actions you guys will take then, Libra. I'm going to take another deck for this one. And while I shuffle this deck now, may I please remind you, in case this storyline has been resonating with yours, to please let me know. You can do that by tapping the thumbs up button or leaving me a comment or both. That'll be really great. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. So person A, let's start with you now again. Action from your end towards person B or otherwise in your own life in the next 7 days. Action. Seven of Swords in reverse. Person A says, I already caught them lying to me. They cheated, they lied. This, whatever was our connection, it just backfired on me big time. Seven of Swords, and I don't want to deal with a cheater or a liar who can't make up their mind. I'm busy healing here, and yes, I am now choosing my next path. I know my value, I know my worth, so right now I think person A is very, very focused on becoming the best version of themselves, like, focusing on their looks, on their money, on their stability, on their home, their own happiness, before they embark on a new direction, because they want to now call in a soulmate who will be equal to them. It's like, I would rather take my time this time instead of, rushing off or rushing back. I want to now focus on myself. I think they are more focused on building things right now. So I think that's the way person A is dealing with their heartbreak or disappointment. It's like, I have to focus on changing my own self or my own life before I can call in a new soulmate. I don't want to rush into something which is going to be toxic or hurt me again. First, I have to bring my vibration up so I can call in the perfect partner for me. All right, so person B, what about you? What's your action going to be towards person A or otherwise in your own life in the next 7 days? Person B's action. Knight of Wands in reverse. They're very jealous. They're very scattered. They're very jealous. Why is that? Why are you feeling so scattered and all over the place? What's the Knight of Wands? Three of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, the World card, all right, and the Ten of Pentacles, and the Lovers, and the Ten of Cups, all right. So this person is lacking courage actually to come towards person A, because somewhere they feel that the other person is not going to allow them back in. If they go rushing back, all they're going to be faced is with a heartbreak, because they're seeing the other person as, hey, don't enter my zone. I've already shut the door to this. They are also jealous, thinking that maybe person A has already made a new choice. They could be in a passionate romantic connection. They must be with somebody better than me. Must be having a great life, and all these thoughts are. It's like they expect heartbreak if they go back. So they're just sitting in their jealousy. Tell me more, person B. What's your action? What's the Knight of Wands in reverse? Yeah, see, same card. I shuffled and the same card came out. They're lacking courage to go and see that, what is happening. What if I go back and they tell me that, oh, I'm happy and I've got this and I've got that, and look at the wonderful partner I have. So it's almost like they feel person A has already maybe, accepted an offer from somebody else. They're very happy in their own life. I mean, I don't think they're expecting person A to be angry or upset, but yeah, they'll just, think, it's nice. It's nice. Hi, nice to see you. But look at me here. I'm flourishing. I'm doing well. I'm happy in my life. So that is kind of making them a bit jealous. But actually, it's lack of, courage to come and face the truth. In their mind, it's too late. All I'm going to now see is them happy, and that's going to break my heart. All right. So somewhere they've convinced themselves that, that person is going to hold back from them. They are happy wherever they are with maybe somebody else, and this is all in their own thoughts. This is all in their own thoughts. This is their own overthinking that, yeah, I'm sure they're in a commitment. I know that if they do open the door to me, there'll be somebody else holding their hand. There'll be somebody, who they're already in a partnership with, or they must be having passion with somebody. So this is their own baggage where they feel that somebody is loving and kind and generous. I'm sure they've manifested somebody better than me by now. All right, at least in the next 7 days, this person doesn't have the courage to face the truth. All right, so that's what I have for you. And maybe person B, you are manifesting this for them. Person A, allow them to manifest this, because they're actually calling in your perfect soulmate for you. That's what I have for you, Libra. Till next time then. Love and light. Take care. Namaste, Libra.